I hope that this is working. It worked a few days at it. We're outside here now, so I don't know if our signal's going to be strong live or not. Maybe somebody will get in chat and I can see if I'm actual live or not. Well, what I was going to talk about here today was about home security. And it's a little bit, I don't really know. It's going to be about home security as far as somebody coming around your house and you knowing it, and about protecting yourself when you are at home. The first thing I was wanting to talk about here is this little old motion detector. Now, this one wasn't very high. You can get one of these at Harbor Freight. That's where this one came from. And I was going to do a video about it, but I was sitting out here and I had a few minutes that I wasn't doing anything, so I thought I'd just go live and talk about it. So this has got, I think it said a 400-foot range. I'll let you hear what it sounds like. Now, it's pretty loud. I'll turn it on low. But you can see when motion goes in front of this, it causes the alarm to go off. You set this in your house or wherever you're at to where you can hear it. And like I said, that's on low. I'll turn it off now to where it won't be so loud, but it goes a lot louder than that. And it says it'll reach up to 400 feet, which that's a pretty good ways off. I could probably use it out the sawmill. But you can set these around, and if anybody drives in front of it or walks in front of it, it'll cause it to go off. I've been using it on the apple tree. I set it down there on the ground to catch the squirrels when they come in and out. That way I can deal with them. I'll know when they're there. But so far, if y'all watched one of my other videos, I showed that vacuum hose that I put in the apple tree. So far, that has kept, as far as I can tell, every squirrel out. I had this sitting out there probably for a week and a half or 2 weeks, and it went off a few times. And I went out prepared to take care of the squirrel, and it wasn't ever a squirrel there. It was always a bird had landed on the ground in front of this. So these work real good. We're going to invest in some more of them. Now, I don't like the color of them. The color's white. Right here's what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to take a black marker. Well, it may have to be a different marker than this. Looks like this one's about wore out. But I'm going to color it black with the marker. And that way, it won't be as easily seen, especially this part. You can color it as long as you don't get on the little eye right here or over this sensor. It should work fine. And that way it'll be harder to see. You can hide it in the bushes or wherever you want to hide it at, and it won't be as easily seen. So that's one thing for home security that we got. And I just bought the one of them because I wanted to make sure that it was any good before I spent any more money. I think it was around $17 or something like that. $17.99, I believe. And then, of course, tax. So you're going to spend $20 there for this. But I tried the range on it, and it went well over 400 feet. Now, that was with this outside. If I carried this inside, 400 feet might be the limit. But with it sitting outside, I went probably double that. It worked all the way back here in the woods at our barn, and that's at least 800 feet probably away. So it does pretty good. I think I've got the chat on. I'm not seeing anybody in here, so I don't know if I'm getting out or not. The next thing that I'm wanting to talk about here is we sit out here on the patio a lot, and we always battle mosquitoes. And from what I've been seeing in videos here on YouTube about mosquitoes carrying certain things around, I don't want to be bit by no more than I have to be. So we've been buying different things around here. We used to use these all the time, and they work pretty good if you're sitting right on top of them. But we play horseshoes, move around. So my wife had been looking around trying to find something that would do better than those. Well, she came up with this thermocell. Now these are a little expensive. I'm wanting to say this one here was around $40. But we liked it because it had this little carabiner on it. You can clip it to your side and carry it with you. And so far this has worked real well. You have to buy these little old refills for it, and they have them for all different hours. This one here is 36 hours. I'm wanting to say it was around $15 that it will last 36 hours. I see somebody's in here said that's cool. Well, at least I know it's working. I don't know how slow it's working, but it's working. But they have these, I think, for like 7 hours, 14 hours, and maybe even one a little longer than this. But when you turn it off, as far as the way I understand it, it quits working. So the only time you're actually using it is whenever you turn this on. This battery in this device here lasts, as it says, 5 hours. But I'm a little bit skeptical about that because a lot of times it'll go dead when we're sitting out here, and I don't believe we've been sitting here 5 hours. But when it's on and working, we don't have no trouble with them mosquitoes. And the carabiner, when we go walking, we put it on our side and carry it with us walking, and it works real good there. So one of these I would highly recommend. We've had this one probably close to a month now. We've burnt probably, the first refill that we had, I think, was 12 hours, and then this one. So what is that, 48 hours that we've used in about a month's time. And like I said, it is a little expensive, but it does work. I seen somebody said they have allergies to mosquitoes. I feel sorry for you because we get eat up here. If we don't have something to keep them off of us, it looks like we're going to war when we come out here. She sprays mosquito spray and everything, but since we've got this, we don't have to do none of that. That's about all well, let's see, no, I got one other thing here that she bought. This here's a lantern she bought, and it's supposed to be like a bug zapper, but it's been junk. The light works good, but the mosquito part of it, it ain't no good. I've got it out in the shop. I sit out there of a morning and drink coffee, and I've turned it on to try to zap the mosquitoes, and I've never heard it zap a mosquito. Now, the light works good, but the mosquito zapping don't work. I don't know where she got this at. I think Belk or somewhere or another. She bought it. She got it before she bought the thermocell. As long as this thermocell will work, I don't think we'll have no more problems with mosquitoes. But this was just a short video. I'm going to have to get off here. We fixing to try to do a little gardening out here. We've got tomatoes and things that needs picked. I'm glad to see it's working. I've been seeing a few comments up here, so maybe we'll get better at doing this. This is the second time that we've done this live stream, and I'm glad to see that our internet's working fast enough. So I thank y'all for watching. I pray God blesses you, and I'll see you in the next one.